Dubai didn't collapse overnight. It didn't explode or burn. It was something quieter, almost invisible. People simply stopped choosing it, and no one noticed at first. The crowds didn't disappear. They didn't cancel their vacations. They just changed direction. Airports stayed full, but Dubai was no longer their destination anymore. Inside Dubai Mall, something strange began to happen. Corridors that once felt suffocating with wealth started to breathe, because no one was there anymore. Just months ago, these same floors were flooded with tourists. Designer bags, flashing cameras, endless movement. Now, silence replaced the noise of endless consumption. Luxury stores noticed first. Fewer footsteps, fewer purchases. Sales didn't decline slowly. They dropped sharply, as if someone quietly turned off the demand. This wasn't just a retail problem, it was a signal. A deeper shift hiding beneath the surface of global travel behavior and changing human priorities. Because globally, tourism wasn't falling. Flights were full, hotels were booked, but the flow of people had changed direction entirely. Dubai was no longer the automatic choice. The default destination label it held for years was quietly slipping away without any official announcement. At first, it looked like a temporary dip, maybe seasonal, maybe economic. But the pattern repeated, and the silence grew louder each week. Then came the pressure of rising costs, flights, hotels, experiences, all premium priced. But travelers began asking a dangerous question. Is it worth it anymore? At the same time, something else entered the equation. Uncertainty, news alerts, regional tensions, security warnings quietly shaping traveler decisions behind the scenes. Even Dubai International Airport, once a symbol of unstoppable motion, began feeling different. Less excitement, more caution in the air. And then came the deeper problem, something no skyscraper could fix. People were no longer impressed by size alone. The spectacle lost its power. Luxury fatigue had arrived. The same gold, glass, and perfection started to feel repetitive, predictable, almost artificial to a new generation of travelers, especially younger travelers. They weren't chasing brands anymore. They were chasing meaning, identity, and experiences that felt real, not staged. The shift was psychological, subtle but powerful. Trust, safety, and emotional connection began outweighing shopping bags and five-star lobbies. Dubai didn't suddenly fail. It simply stopped evolving at the speed of human desire. And when that happens, people quietly move on. Because in the end, travelers didn't disappear. Their money didn't vanish. Their curiosity didn't die. It just found new places to belong. And that raises the real question. If Dubai is losing millions of visitors, where exactly are they going now? The richest travelers didn't cancel their journeys. They didn't stay home. They simply chose somewhere quieter, more refined, and far more aligned with what luxury means today. This shift didn't happen loudly, no headlines, no panic, just a gradual redirection of elite travelers toward destinations designed for privacy, comfort, and control. At the center of this quiet takeover is Doha, a city that never tried to compete loudly, yet steadily positioned itself for precision luxury. Doha doesn't chase crowds. It attracts a different class entirely. Those who value silence over spectacle and time over unnecessary distractions in busy environments. Here, luxury is not about being seen. It's about not being disturbed. Every detail is designed to reduce friction and elevate personal comfort. The contrast becomes undeniable at the airport level. Dubai International Airport still operates like a global crossroads, busy and overwhelming. Meanwhile, Hamad International Airport feels like an entirely different world. Calm, curated, almost like entering a private members club. Passengers aren't rushed here. They are guided. The experience feels intentional, almost like the journey itself has been transformed into a destination. This is where the definition of luxury changes. It is no longer about size or spectacle. It is about precision, control, and emotional comfort. Time has become the ultimate currency. Saving it, respecting it, and enhancing it has become more valuable than any architectural record or expensive decoration. Comfort is no longer optional. It is expected. And exclusivity is no longer about price, but about how few people share your space. Doha understood this early. It didn't try to build the biggest. It focused on building the most efficient and controlled luxury environment possible. And that strategy is working. Fewer tourists, but higher spending. Less noise, but greater profit. A silent domination of the premium travel segment. Because high-value travelers don't follow crowds. They avoid them. And wherever they go, money flows quietly but powerfully behind them. The emotional difference is becoming clear. Dubai feels fast, transactional, almost mechanical. Doha feels slow, intentional, and deeply personal. This is not a competition of scale anymore. It is a competition of experience. And right now, the experience is shifting toward precision luxury. But while Doha quietly captures the world's elite travelers, another city is taking something far more dangerous, the very foundation of economic power. The real threat isn't empty hotels or quieter malls, it's something deeper. Economic power is shifting, quietly leaving, and taking the future with it. because tourism can recover. But when corporations move, they take jobs, decisions, and long-term influence, and that shift has already begun beneath the surface. At the center of this transformation is Riyadh, a city no longer waiting to compete, but actively pulling power toward itself. The strategy is simple but ruthless: the RHQ policy. If companies want access to Saudi markets, they must relocate their regional headquarters there. This isn't an invitation, it's leverage. And multinational corporations understand exactly what is at stake if they choose to ignore it. Slowly, headquarters began to shift, offices closed, teams relocated. Decision-making power started moving away from Dubai toward a new center of gravity. Dubai is not collapsing, it is transforming. From a command center where decisions were made, into a service hub where operations are executed. And with that shift comes capital. Billions flowing into Saudi megaprojects, infrastructure, and future cities designed to dominate the next economic cycle. This is not just regional competition anymore. The pressure is global, and Dubai is being challenged from multiple directions at once. To the east, Singapore stands as a fortress of financial trust. Clean systems, strong laws, and predictable stability attract serious wealth. Wealth doesn't chase excitement, it seeks protection. And Singapore offers exactly that, a place where capital feels secure, structured, and long-term safe. Then there is Istanbul, a completely different kind of competitor. One that wins through emotion, history, and authenticity. Travelers don't go there for perfection. They go for meaning, for stories, for something that feels real and deeply human. So the comparison becomes clear. Singapore protects wealth, Istanbul feeds the soul, and Dubai stands between them, trying to be both but mastering neither. This is where the pressure intensifies. Dubai's model, luxury, infrastructure, scale, is being challenged from every direction at the same time. Tourists are choosing different experiences. Corporations are choosing different headquarters. And slowly, capital is following both of those decisions. This is how power shifts in the modern world. Not through collapse, but through gradual redistribution that few people notice until it's too late. And just when it seems that external rivals are the biggest threat to Dubai, the most dangerous competition is already emerging from much closer than expected. Dubai isn't just losing ground globally. The shift is happening closer than expected. Competition is rising from within the same borders, quietly reshaping the balance of power. At the center of this internal shift is Abu Dhabi, a city choosing depth over display, building influence through culture, stability, and long-term vision. Here, the strategy is different. Not bigger malls, but meaningful spaces. Museums, heritage districts, and cultural landmarks designed to create lasting emotional connections. Visitors are no longer just shopping. They are learning, exploring, and reconnecting with history. Tourism is becoming an experience of identity, not consumption. This creates a powerful shift, from short visits to longer stays, from quick spending to deeper engagement, from temporary excitement to lasting connection. Abu Dhabi feels stable, grounded, governed with intention, not just built fast, but structured to last through uncertainty and global change. While Dubai chased constant reinvention, Abu Dhabi built consistency. And in uncertain times, consistency becomes more valuable than constant change. But the competition doesn't stop here, because beyond the Gulf, a completely different type of destination is rising rapidly. In Bangkok, the appeal is not luxury towers or strict systems. It is freedom, affordability, and a sense of ease. Here, travelers feel unrestricted. No heavy rules, no constant pressure, just flexibility, comfort, and a lifestyle that adapts to individual needs. Bangkok has also mastered wellness tourism, medical services, recovery retreats, and holistic experiences attracting millions seeking both health and escape. For younger travelers, this matters deeply. They are choosing places where they can feel like themselves, not places where they must constantly adjust behavior. Now the full picture becomes clear. Each competitor is taking a piece of what once made Dubai dominant in the global system. Doha attracts elite travelers. Riyadh pulls economic power. Singapore secures global wealth flows. Istanbul offers history and meaning. Bangkok delivers freedom and affordability. Abu Dhabi builds identity and stability. And Dubai? It remains impressive, powerful, and visually unmatched. But it is slowly being divided, piece, by specialized competitors. This is the harsh reality. Dubai is not collapsing dramatically. It is being redistributed quietly across a network of rising global cities. So the real question emerges. What remains when a city loses the uniqueness that once made it the center of attention? Because the future is changing. People are choosing meaning over spectacle, safety over risk, and authenticity over artificial perfection. Dubai now stands at a crossroads. It must evolve beyond appearance or risk, becoming a beautiful symbol of a past era. The question is no longer whether Dubai is strong. The real question is far more uncomfortable. Is it still necessary in this new world?